Discipline and the Effects of an Actionable Plan, Episode 1. Before we start, we need to set goals. These are based around uni, dream and life. Timetable for this term only shows I have Tuesday off. My attendance from last term and I'm focusing on good attendance this term. I am not excited about strategic finance, but I have a similar feeling to accounting last year, which turned out to be my best grade. Business, government and society seems like a really interesting module with topics to learn. I am really excited about the effective teamwork module, as it should be really interactive. 21st Marketing Communications could be my favorite module, as it is similar to what I learned in digital marketing last time, so hype. Let's get into it with day 1. Lots of interviews and calls are scheduled, which are good as the first week is introductory week with more flexibility to get some of these tasks done. Last term I spent too much time on university, so I need to be more efficient and concentrate more heavily on my dream.
Hi guys, we are halfway through our first day back at university. There have been a few technical issues forcing me not to do some interviews or delay them, but I managed to do a few. The telephone interview are done, and I was scared I was going to stutter, because in videos interviews I'm being more confident, but in telephone interviews or when somebody calls me on telephone I stutter so much, so I performed well there. I got 2 more things to do and then this day will be done, but I am overcoming the challenge of delayed interviews and tasks due to technical issues and other problems.
First 21st Marketing Comp seminar done, and I had a really great call with Aidan from Space to Stutter. I wanted to share a deep conversation I had with one of my friends, and this was the first day back, and I seen her, she noticed me first, and then I went up to her and I started to speak to her and a friend, and we were just talking about the value of family, more so grandparents. And with me, I've got to more closer to my grandma. I went to my country with her last June, and I went really close to her, and we just had a deep conversation talking about the value of grandparents and family, especially grandparents, because you don't know how long you will have them or be with them. So it just really was a really eye-opening, powerful conversation about grandparents. And yeah, just speaking about the value of them, I spoke with my friend Seema, and it was a really deep conversation about grandparents, the value of them, and just to spend time with them and just to appreciate them. I think that was a really powerful lesson I've learned and I've reinforced as well. Pretty deep. Tuesday I got a free day, so set these tasks ready to tackle tomorrow. Move on to day 2. These goals were set to get started on catching up on university lectures while balancing content creation and publishing while learning and practicing of my dream as well. The goals for today are smashed. Day 3. More goals set and different ones set too. I spoke with family from India, which is pretty important to find time for. Then I revisited my lecture notes for business and government, searched certain keywords and read through the case study, which I understand a bit. Was confused about certain concepts in strategic finance, but after watching the recordings, the lecture explained it really well and I feel more confident.
I think I did use the time efficiently. I'm more confident with strategic finance, so I'm excited for the seminar on Friday for practice, but I think I just need some more assistance and some more knowledge shared on business and government, but I am on the right track and I'm catching up, and I'm sticking to the plan and being disciplined too.
Goals for day 3 all completed. Now we move on to day 4. More around content creation goals set.
It looks like we are going to be 15 minutes late today because of transportation problems, but we are not going to let that ruin our focus and concentration. We are going to go there and I'm going to be focused and I'm going to ask
I was late to the seminar, but I didn't let that faze me. I continued to learn and I spoke with someone new as well. Caught up on effective teamwork, which is different from other modules with no lecture recordings but TEDx talks, reading and slides. I made notes and I really enjoyed doing this. Batched 3 pieces of content as I was traveling home. Effective teamwork lecture finished. It was really engaging and I met one of my friends from last year. Groups are set to be announced next week. Goals for today all completed and we move on to day 5. More goals set for Friday. In the strategic finance seminar, we went over practice questions to reinforce knowledge. I done the quiz and got them all right, so I must be doing good so far. Then I started the 21st marketing comms lecture earlier and I finished the recordings and did some reading.
Today was a really good day. In the seminar we practiced and I developed my knowledge there, and for this week I'm all caught up and I am a bit head next week because I've started the 21st marketing comms communication that lecture a bit earlier because I really like it. One more piece of good news is I got my grade from last term for the presentation and it turned out to be really good, so that acts as more motivation for me and focusing on the weekend to plan for next week.
Finished creating the stutter-centered video for Sunday and I selected captions for the vlog. Goals done for Friday. Day 6 and 7, we move on. Goals combined for the weekend. For Saturday, I focused more on social media. I applied for 12 placements and I recapped all of the lectures. On Sunday, I worked on the marketing comms plan, applied for 9 placements and organized vlogs. However, I had one stumble. I felt a big case of imposter syndrome where reflection was needed with motivation to come back stronger. Goals all done and good week. Honestly, I slacked off. We turned up to the first 7 lessons, so attendance is 100% and progress in few goals, early stages so far. We move on to day 8. The goals for Monday are set. 21st marketing comms lecture was very interesting and the interview was done. I believe I performed well. Then I watched the strategic finance recording, which involved a lot of maths, but only 30 minutes, so manageable. The seminar was good and I met some friends from last term. Goals are done and we move on to day 9. Goal set, where I'm back to work.
Just finished work a bit earlier because there was a power issue, so all the staff had to go home. It is a challenge, to be fair, because my mind was focused on doing a great job, but I was only there for a few hours. But we have to take on the challenge and more focus to go home and do the tasks just ahead.
When I got back home, I watched the business scope recordings and done the recommended reading, with 2 pieces of content posted as well. Goals are completed for today and we move on to day 10, with goals set based around university. Both lectures were informative but interested as I wasn't looking to learn more, which is a big mistake as we should always be learning new aspects. Also didn't feel aware of surroundings. Perceptual map done. It isn't my most creative, but they aren't marking us on it. The telephone interview I had today, I didn't forget about it and I will tell you what happened in episode 2. For now, goals are done. Day 11. Goals set around meeting effective teamwork team. Not many people came into the business club lecture, but I contributed. The telephone call was an informal one, but I expressed my desire and I believe I did well. Went over the effective team lecture as well. Then I finished the lecture prep early, so applied for a few placements.
Finished the seminar a bit earlier and I met most of my team members except for one, which we went in contact with, and he replied back straight away. They haven't set the tasks so far. You're waiting till next week until they set it, so just focusing on setting up communication for now. But today been a really good day, lots of tasks done. Let's continue it on.
Content posted plus edited vlogs or goals done. The day ended differently as we hit 500 subscribers. Be sure to subscribe for more motivational and inspirational content. Any support would be appreciated. We move on to day 12 and these are the goals we just set. This seminar was cancelled, which was unexpected, but we move on. I marked my attendance as I was ready for uni and time to focus on getting other aspects done. I finished 21st Century Marketing Comms recordings and read the chapter provided, as I love and I'm really interested in the module. I tried the knowledge quiz and got a good score, so showing good learning. For week 2 of strategic finance, and here is a before and after look of my thumbnail. Content is batched as well. I couldn't do the first goal due to circumstances, but the rest of the goals are done, and goals for the weekend are my most yet but needed. Moving on to day 13 and 14. Modules all recapped and one photo saved, which I was fascinated with. Stutter centered video created as well. Motivational speeches and issues reels written. I didn't include what I wrote as I got a few ideas ahead, so only titles to build hype. 13 placements applied. I then made my way to visit my grandma's. When I continued with the marketing comms plan, adjusted some areas for case study. Spent early part of Sunday with grandma, then headed off home with 3 placements applied. Content posted for both days. Something new which got more engagement than usual. Created and got ready content for 5 days of a week ahead and began planning for my next project. Goals all done except for replacements, as I couldn't find any others within the sector. Went to all my lectures, spoke to one new person, but it felt like they didn't care, so it was a learning experience. Day 15. Starting Monday off strongly with many goals. The online interview are done before the lecture. A different type of 21st Marketing Comms lecture with actual company or owner coming to introduce the case study, so it was pretty interesting, and business goal recording notes taken. Today was a really busy day. One thing which I quickly want to share with you is I got my microphone here, so it is for future videos, so I can try on new videos, and the sound quality is going to be brilliant. Today was a really busy day. I had a network call. I had another call and conversation which will form my next project for my social media accounts. And with the lectures, I'll watch the recordings and I just have to recap them. But it's been a pretty busy day so far, and I'm really excited like about this tiny microphone because there is more possibilities for me to create better videos, and the sound quality is not going to be a problem. So going back and in a really excited mood and ready to get more done. 2 new projects with collab and a mystery one, and completed goals for today. Day 16. Today was my free day, so I wanted to cover many tasks. Motivational speech recorded. In the strategic finance recordings watch, definitely more interest than the first 2 weeks, with less emphasis on maps and more on finance. Content batched as well, and I used slides to link into marketing comms. Today was filled with conversations and DMs regarding new projects, which for now I can't show. However, you'll find out about these soon. Goals are completed. Day 17. New style of goals set. I attended both lectures, then recapped the seminar content, and then I made good progress on my next project. Today I didn't feel great due to my performance, but the comeback is on. The online assessment is done, and I batched another piece of content. Goals are all done, but I must kick off tomorrow stronger. Day 18. Lots of practical goals set, and then I completed the video interview, contributed in the Business Gov seminar, then began going over effective teamwork lecture. I looked at the group report and outlined how to go about it. Spent remainder of time gathering questions on Instagram for my next project and organizing clips. Just finished my effective teamwork seminar. None of the members turned up, and I know the reason for 2, because one broke their leg and the other for one was in London for placement interviews. But now it is the challenge to pester them and to get them on board. So it is another challenge, and I'm excited to show what I've got. I communicated with team members and they all apologized. I set a task to do. It is manageable, so let's see how this transpires. Goals done. We move on to day 19. My most goals set so far. One thing I wanted to share is, with discipline, you do have a plan, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices. You have to make trade-offs when setting goals. For today, I have discovered my sacrifice is not getting ahead on marketing comms, but I need to sort out my content and my clips, just getting a new project released quicker. So that is the sacrifice which I'm planning to make today. And sometimes you do have to make sacrifices to get closer and to hit the other areas which you aren't properly hitting. Contributed in the strategic finance lecture, however there was no knowledge quiz, so look back at the slides and do seminar questions. Clips organized and now in the editing process. The thumbnail is made too, but as this video will be out before the project, I can't show it for those purposes. Completed my part for the report and I've hit 100 LinkedIn followers. Video for me in 6 months is scheduled, and I've started to gather more questions for my question series project, and the stutter center video is ready to post. Goals done except for 21st marketing comms, as I mentioned earlier, day 20th to 21st. Goals set with more of a focus on getting the vlog out, 7-hour shift at work, coming back to focus on personal work, more than 3 pieces of content badged for next week, which will be my biggest week yet, and 10 placements applied. Finish the objectives section in the marketing comms plan and this week's lectures recap, content posted for both days as well. The attendance is still strong at 100%. Spoke to one more person and that is the only goal that changes. And that's the end of the first episode. Many good and not so good moments, but one thing I realized is time goes incredibly fast. When I post this, it'll be nearly through my 4th week, so my point is to use your time, make each period, moment and minute count, as time goes by incredibly quickly. Thank you all for listening. You think I would stop the episode there? Nah. Sneak peek to episode 2.
It's a dangerous
Coming soon.